Gamers. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish up Redman today, but Redman is becoming awfully close to being finished. I still have to do some parts. The whole base, for example, is a bit boring. We gotta do a bunch of things still, but it's getting there. Slowly but surely, it is getting there. So we'll start today with some more of the green over here, and then we'll do the base. Actually, we're gonna do most of the base, I think, right away. I wanna grab a little bit of the very bright green and give that some time to dry, because this is gonna take a while. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I've been trying. This is coming up on a 2-month project, actually. It's been a little bit. I've been spending quite a bit of time on this. Oh, sorry. I just hit my head on the camera. It was worth it, though. It's a little difficult to reach the inside parts here of... So there's this swirly stuff underneath whatever that is. And I want to add a little bit of a bright color to that in some areas, too. Don't need a ton of it, but before we go to highlighting and stuff, I figured it would be fun if we get at least a little bit of a hint of bright green as well, just like on the other stones. Just add a little bit of a swirl in some areas. It's a little difficult to see for me as well, for what it's worth. I can barely see what's happening inside of this. So if you can't see, I guess it's okay, because it means that it's not going to be that important anyways. Only when you look at very specific angles can you see what's happening in the little area here. Yeah, this is a very bright green. I used this as a base coat as well for, you see the warp stone over there on his collar? The same for the warp stones over here on his belt. So I think this is supposed to be a big warpy area. So we'll add a little bit of that brighter green here mixed with the other color. Not too much, but a little bit. Just get a bit of color variety going. And I do want to add I do want to add a little bit of a manual highlight as well onto most of the green. Just add a bit of variety, I think will be nice. Just a little bit. Yeah, there's also these swirly bits over here. I think I'll try and drip a little bit of paint in there a bit later. Man, I'm saying maybe we can finish it today, but honestly there's so many little things that have to still be done. But I'm not sure we're gonna get to it, but... this miniature is called Vizzik Skour, Prophet of the Horned Rat. That's the full name. Vizzik Skour, Prophet of the Horned Rat. It's a very edgy name. He's a very edgy guy, though. I want to get just a drop or two of water for the dry brushing. We call him Vizzy. Yeah. Twitch chat is on a first name basis. With Fizzy. Vizzik Skour. Imagine signing his name on checks at the bank. Oh no. Are we gonna immediately have that conversation again about checks with the bank? Oh no. I found out that there's folks here that have very strong opinions on those sorts of things, man. This is like 80s technology. Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of a dry brush on the base. Just getting a little bit of it worked into the brush. Don't want to go too much. This is a rather bright color. This is gonna bring out a lot of the raised edges. I figured I'll do this before painting all of the little rats on the base some more, because I'm likely gonna spill a little bit. Does make a huge difference. We'll add some plants and stuff too. I also want to use this on top of the rocks. Some of the wood. And I'll avoid the green of the actual thing though. Don't want to touch the green on the rat, man. My cat wants food. Cats always want food, dude. They don't want to eat necessarily. But they would like to have access to said food. Ooh, they get wet food around this time of the day? Yeah, they won't forget. Cats will remind you of the wet food situation. Okay, so that immediately adds quite a bit of variety here. Ooh, we made our way to Darnassus, chat, or at the very least the Night Elf starting area. I love this tune. Being quite gentle with it, but when we run out of paint on the brush, we can be a little bit more aggressive. I found with dry brushing, which is what I'm doing right now, it's better to not have a fully dry brush. Sounds counterintuitive, but it works way better when you don't have a fully dry brush. Just ever so slightly moist, you know? Nope, this is Vizzik Skour. It is the centerpiece model for the Skaven. Now, I don't have a Skaven army or anything. As a matter of fact, this is the first Skaven I've ever painted in my life. But I like centerpiece models a lot. Not really too interested in doing an army. Although I will say the Skaven are really cool. We're gonna add plants and stuff too when we're done. That'll be one of the absolute final steps. Yeah, it's a super cool model. One of the coolest that Games Workshop released this year. If not the coolest. What do you guys think is the nicest model that Games Workshop released this year? You kind of have to be in the know, I guess, of what they released, but any that come to mind immediately? Thanks, dude. I've been painting this guy for quite a few hours at this point. Don't really know how many. But a lot. Okay. That immediately makes the base look a lot more in line with everything else. It's good. 39 hours? Probably about, yeah, probably about 40 hours at this point. That does sound about right. I'm actually thinking some of the rocks over here are supposed to be warpstone. Yeah, they are. Painting warpstone actually does take a little bit of time. They have a nice Skaven Warlock Bombardier. Oh, yeah, I have seen that one. That one's sick. Let me see. What order did I use again for painting warpstone? I base coated it with Angel Green. That's this. Then I covered it with non-oil. Where is my non-oil? Dude, my disc. Where is my non-oil? Oh, found it. My non-oil, yes. It's a good thing I took notes, man. I did some chunky highlights with green skin on top of all of it. And then I did a skinnier highlight with mood green. And then I did like a dot highlight with some warped yellow. So that's for these tiny little stones that are all over his armor. I want to do that as well in some of these areas over here. December is an expensive month. You got some Space Marines to paint? I think everybody has some Space Marines to paint. Most people that paint miniatures have some Space Marines that could require paint. It's the beauty of Space Marines. They seem to just appear. Where did they come from? Nobody knows. Yeah, same. I don't play, I just paint. Okay, so I'm gonna base coat all of these little rocks. And we're just gonna treat these like proper warpstones. I think they are supposed to be warpstones. But this will be okay, because I want to highlight some of the warp stuff as well that's at the bottom of this area. I'm thinking also I'm going to add some warp lightning all over these. Just make them pop a little bit more. So that's that one. Yeah, no, that one actually. Wait. Actually, no, I think I'm going to do warp lightning, which is this one, slightly duller color. Should be good. You spend all your money on cat food? Mm. Also, fun story, chat. I have a warm house again. Ay. After, well, I mean, it was a pain in the butt for like a couple years already. But this year in particular, our water heater was completely broken and just not being very good at heating water. I can actually like reliably get hot water again because we had a new one installed yesterday, which is a very nice quality of life improvement, dude, not gonna lie. Yeah, like warm showers and stuff, and like warming up your home, I can recommend it. Easy 9 out of 10. One more over here. Okay. Are there any on this side? So curiously, there's a dozen on the other side. No, looks like the warpstone are only over here. At least I don't see any in this area. Curious. Any more warpstone anywhere on the base? Doesn't look like it. I think these are all just regular cracked rocks. Because these do look a lot more like warpstone. In your dining room, you have a traditional wood fireplace? You have a dining room? That alone is already a flex, man. How does the rat have hooves? Why does the rat have horns? I've got a feeling that he's the prophet of the horned rat, and the horned rat is not necessarily the nicest guy. Got a feeling the horned rat is an acquired taste. Oh, what is this music again? Is this the Blood Elves? Or is this the Undead? The Forsaken? I think it's the Forsaken, isn't it? I'm gonna try and run it over here as well. In between every single one of these spots. Maybe I can actually zoom the camera in a little bit. I'll try and keep it in the frame. If I'm out of the frame, please shout at me. Is a dining room really a flex? Yes, dude. Having a dining room is quite a flex. We have a table in our living room that we call a dining table. I thought everyone had dining rooms? Really? Oh. You'll be in for a surprise. Yeah, first we had poison resin, flexing with having a sauna. Now we make assumptions that everyone has dining rooms? My kitchen, my dining room, and my living room are the same space. Yes. It's also the cat's bedroom. Although, to be fair, the whole home is the cat's bedroom, so, you know, a little hard to really, No, they don't sleep in my bed, no. We've never allowed the cats to sleep in my bed, even though it would be very cute. I think it'd be a mistake, dude. Because I'm allergic to cats. And I do value sleeping. Open floor plan buddies, Zeke. Hell yeah. Tiny, tiny amounts of paint. In which room does everyone keep their jacuzzi? I usually keep it behind one of my 7 garages, Gorky. But as a RuneScape player, you know, you don't need a lot of rooms. You just need a RuneScape room. Okay, we're gonna try and do a little bit of a chunkier highlight. following the edges around each of the stones. Then we'll use a slightly thinner highlight a bit later. Adding just a tad bit of color variety as well to each of these ridges. Bit of a chunker highlight. Extremely thin paint though, so this dries pretty much instantly. Meaning that once I get to the final one or the next one, I will be able to go back to the first one and actually add the next layer on top of it. We allow the cats in the bedroom every once in a while, and they love it. But I know they're gonna wake me up 17 times if I allow them there at night as well. So I figured we'll not bother with that. What's going on, Rumpus? How are you doing today, dude? Hope all is well. Okay, good. Slightly thinner, a thinner highlight rather of a slightly brighter color. And not as frequent. Mostly just for a little bit of color variety. There we go. I want to use these same colors as well for the swirls in a little bit. Am I keeping it in frame? Can you guys see what I'm doing? A little difficult to paint when it is zoomed in, but hoping it doesn't look too terrible. Is this the Red King? This is certainly the Red King. We don't know anything, Rumpus. It's a little frustrating, man. ESL, EWC, Blizzard, Microsoft, nobody has announced anything. Currently, the StarCraft community is essentially crossing their fingers and hoping that the EWC is still going to announce StarCraft 2 as its 2025 World Championship. There's like 6 or 7 games left to be announced at this point. One of the scary parts is that they announced chess as the EWC strategy game a couple days ago. So in a strange way, a lot of folks, and myself a little included too, are wondering if maybe chess, of all things, replaced StarCraft. I hope not. Doesn't have to be. I know they always add new games as well. But StarCraft fans have been left in the dark for a long time. Myself included too, even though obviously feels a bit weird, man, to be left in the dark for this long, because obviously I have committed a big portion of my life to StarCraft. And yeah, I kind of rely on you know, it feels a bit wrong, but anyways, I don't know anything. So will it be at Dallas? Will it be at Katowice? Will it be anywhere? We don't know. I'm hoping it will. Lucky for me though, I am not solely a StarCraft commentator, right? Like we're doing more things than just that, but it does feel a bit silly. Not gonna lie. There's a stone over here. Look, you kind of look like the starting quarterback for the University of Georgia. What the fuck did you just say? I look like the I don't know anything about American football, dude. You're gonna have to link a picture. What's up, Nissen? Maybe I would be a fucking monster when it comes to American football, though. You got a new headset, it's fucking loud. It probably has a volume knob, dude. Turn it down a little bit. Hey, Hank Tank, thank you so much. Welcome back. Edge highlighting a place I can't even really see is a bit tricky. Kijk.
Afmaken vandaag, toch?
Het zijn zoveel kleine dingetjes die ik nog moet doen. Maar ik denk het wel.
Wat is dat?
Ja, dat is net als al die andere dingen die hier ook op zitten. Warpstones heet het, maar ik weet nog niet precies wat het doet. Oh, netjes zo. Ze mogen wel blijven. Tenminste niet als ze gaan vechten, maar als ze gewoon hier zitten chillen, mag gewoon. Demon language. Oh yeah, here we go again. I look like Carson Beck. All right, fine. I'll Google Carson Beck. Let's see. This is the quarterback for the University of whatever. Do I? Do I though? I don't know, man. I'm not sure, dude. This guy has infinitely more impressive facial hair than me. She shakes no. She's saying no. Nah. You're saying all the white guys look alike. That's what you're saying, dude. Nah. Huh? Ja, hij mag blijven hoor. Oh, hij is naar beneden gegaan. Ben je naar de middag weg? Huh?
Er is een kerstdiner, dus ik weet niet precies.
Oh.
Ben ik eerder terug.
Kijk maar. Is goed. That'll be your Dutch for today, chat. You're welcome. Did you learn anything new? Any new words? Did it sound beautiful? Look what you got me. I have... Oh, What is this? Something Kinder chocolate. Incredible. Trying to add little dots of yellow in the brightest areas. Just to make it pop a little bit more.
I've neglected you since I stopped playing StarCraft.
Yo!
Defiantly up for D&D minis, ha ha ha.
What's going on, Demedio? I have been painting quite a few miniatures, dude. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much for the support. Welcome back. $57 months! Woo! That's hot. It's funny how, like, yellow works really well for highlighting green. Before I started painting miniatures, I never even really considered it. But it really does work. I mean, it's a little drastic right now, but when it's dry, this looks pretty good, right? Yeah, can't complain about that. I'm thinking of running a little bit of a very bright green, like maybe this one, into these recessed areas. You bought 2 miniatures to paint? Slowly but surely, I'm infecting you guys. I'm gonna need a referral link or something, man. Ay, ay, ay. You're trying to resist? Join us. You didn't need to have money in your savings account anyway. All you need is Warhammer miniatures, dude. Okay, maybe that's bad advice, actually. Looks good, though. I will say it's a fun skill to learn. How many hours into this one? Apparently about 40 right now. No, I'm not good at handwriting, Corky. I've never been able to do any of that, like, you know the girls in elementary school that had that beautiful penmanship? And then you gave it a try and you did 3 words of it and you're like, okay, fuck this. Yeah, no, I was never very good at it. I'm really liking painting though. It's a different vibe. But there is a good chance that the first couple you paint are not gonna be up to what you wanted to do. Like, cause it is obviously quite a bit of practice. You can barely read your own handwriting. Fair enough. All right, what do you guys think of the green on the base? I feel like I kind of slapped it on there, but it works. I mean, it's the base after all. No, I don't print. No printing. Printing Warhammer miniatures is kind of like downloading a car, you know? You wouldn't download a car, would you? I think as a content creator, though, it isn't right. Plus, the quality of the Games Workshop stuff is really good. No, but I wouldn't do that personally, but yeah. All right, we're gonna try out our Choco Bonds. Let's see. I think these are eggs. Wrong holiday. Anyways, more. good. Let's take the tinier brush as well. Add a little bit more. Yeah, but I don't really see a reason to own a 3D printer and all that stuff, man. I like painting, I like making stuff. I'm not really down to 3D print. That's like an extra hobby that I really don't want to get into. Obviously, there is plenty of legal stuff as well for 3D printing. But it just seems that a lot of folks forget that when you 3D print Warhammer models or whatever, it is just straight up piracy. Like it is, there's nothing, you know. I don't even know if it's a common thing, but I get the question quite a bit. Just curious. It seems like, yeah, it's just not really something a lot of people consider. You want to be a pirate? We actually have a political party in the Netherlands called the Piratenpartij, which is literally the pirate party. I have even voted for them in the past. It's been a long time, but this was back when I didn't follow Dutch politics at all. And basically they had like, this is the thing about Dutch political system, right? You have a lot of like one issue parties. And sometimes they gain a lot of tractions, and then, you know, a lot of traction, and they suddenly find themselves with like a lot of seats in the government, and they have nothing to say. Anyways, this was I think they're still around. A political party specifically for like internet freedom and like protecting the web as it is. I was like, perfect. I don't follow politics at all. If they can get just one seat in the parliament, that would be pretty sick. They didn't get a single seat. I don't think they ever have, but you know. No, this was specifically for internet freedom. It wasn't so much about actual piracy, but I know they're still around. Like every election cycle, they always do come up. Just curious. We had them in Belgium too. All right. We have them in Germany as well. They kind of failed. All right. Dutch politics seems kind of depressing. I mean, I think most politics is pretty depressing. That's the nice thing about politics, dude. It's always depressing. This is something I could get behind, right? What about having more than 2 parties, Rumpus? Could you get... No, Lowko, be nice. Like... No, we don't wanna... Don't wanna be a total jerk right away, man. These horns look like a ton of work. Well, I actually am not totally happy yet with the horns. I wanna do some more. Glad you like them, though. Sorry, we hadn't talked about American politics this week. This time around it's on me, I apologize. You like the hooves? Thanks. I'm very happy with the back. I think my favorite part is this. Like the back section, and then it moving into the chainmail and into the metal part, and then the scarf and everything. I think this is my. I'm happy with how like these wounds turned out. I also think the face looks pretty good. It's a little hard to see on camera, I think, but... No, you can see. Yeah, overall, I'm happy. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. It's getting there. Hey, what's up, Mickey? Good morning. How do you do, dude? I don't play D&D, no. I spent my days making content, hanging out with Loran, and exercising. That's pretty much all I do. There's not really a whole lot more. This is kind of like my free time, dude. I don't know if you guys realize it, but me painting miniatures on stream is basically my free time. This is kind of my break over here. Hobby time with Lowko, yeah. The weird thing about being a streamer, though, you can kind of do anything, right? I did get the pump this morning, yeah. I couldn't go to the gym yesterday. I didn't exercise yesterday, dude. Well, I did do like an hour on the treadmill at home. Like, we have like a little walking treadmill. This is my favorite way to exercise at home. I used to really struggle exercising from home. I'm fine when I go to the gym, or I'm fine when I go to, like, I don't know, like if I go for a run or whatever. I don't really have a problem self-motivating, but any sort of exercise at home is kind of tough for me. But earlier this year, I set up like a walking treadmill right in front of a standing desk at home. And I've been playing RuneScape that way, dude. It's been fantastic. Most of my hours logged in RuneScape are me on the walking treadmill. I was there for like, I think about an hour and a half yesterday. That was kind of chill. I don't really count it as heavy exercise or anything, but did get a little bit of, you know, a little bit of movement in. If you have the room for it, I do recommend it. It's actually a bit of a banger. It's really quite nice. I got like a walking pad. A walking pad, whatever it's called. I think that's the brand. I'm not affiliated or anything with them in any way, obviously. But if you have a standing desk, it is kind of nice to look into. The worst part about it, though, is if you have to put it away. Like, you can put them away, but I noticed, like, for me, it only really works well if I have, like, a permanent setup that's just kind of there. And we had, like, one room that we weren't really using. I mean, it's where we hang our laundry. It's where I used to paint from. Remember that room? Anyways. That's where we have the desk set up, and it works really quite nicely. You missed that room? Well, it's opposite this one, dude. So you're on the other side of the, yeah. You liked, that room was amazing, because anytime we had laundry hanging, I didn't have echo. But as soon as I actually took away the laundry, or Loran actually, like, folded the laundry, there would be echo in the mic. No, not you, Echo Steel. Well, you weren't in that room either, actually. You haven't been here at all, dude. Getting rid of you? As a content creator, it is one of my active duties to remove echo. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Which region is this, Mickey? I don't even remember. Must be something Horde-y. I always played Alliance in World of Warcraft. Well, actually, I think my main character is now a Horde character, because my guild at some point moved to Horde, and I never really loved it, but... I was always an Alliance guy. It's got only 3ness. Okay. Nice little round on the base. Hell yeah, dude. Tried to make the dirt look kind of dirty. And the rock's a little rocky. Little highlights, little peaks. You finished your Lego yesterday? Yo! Your 40 bags. You finished that quite quickly, man. That was only like 5 days, maybe? Insane. I think I want to do a little dollops, can we call it that, of Agrex in some of the areas. Lathrinus was so upset he never got his ticket to Hogwarts that he decided to just build his own Hogwarts instead. Insane, dude. Little dollops of a bit of a dark wash. I hope this is a good idea. Trying to tie everything in. Not everywhere. Do we have Horde guys in the chat? That explains the amount of keks. The amount of kek W's. I see how it is. I was always an Alliance guy. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not evil like you, okay? The Alliance are always the good guys. Everybody knows that. You guys smell? Yeah, dude. Alliance shower. Well, these days I'm nor an Alliance or like I'm not any World of Warcraft guy, honestly. You know what I am? I'm a RuneScape guy now, dude! Yeah, buddy! Much better game. In every way. Low Clown! Low Clown is so toxic, I love it. You guys go have fun with your Mist of Pandaria Classic or whatever, man. I'm hanging out in Varlamore with my homies. I'm just kidding, I never play with anybody else, I just play solo, because I'm a loner. But anyways. What does it say about a person when they play an MMORPG but they purposefully play only ever solo. What does it say about a person? I never group with anybody. I can no longer hear the phrase, "Yeah, buddy," without Lowko shouting lightweight. Yeah, buddy! Lightweight! Ooh! Woo! Ain't nothing but a peanut! Yeah, buddy! God, I love Ronnie Coleman. Good old Ronnie Coleman. Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody wants to lift no heavy weight on whatever he's. I don't know the exact quote, but it's something like that. Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody wants to lift no heavy weight. Something like that. It's great. God, Ronnie Coleman's such a tank though, man. When you see him squatting those heavy weights, it's actually nuts. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of PoE too. It's really good. Okay, we're gonna have to let the base dry for a little bit. I still actually want to do the metallics here as well. We got to do the metallics. Yeah. What color do we make the metallics though? I guess just pretty boring. Some good old gunmetal. Maybe highlight it up later with something else. My brush is way too wet. Too much moist. This is gonna make it pretty shiny. I don't want it to be too shiny, so I think we'll add like a wash all over it. You know what else is a way to get wet? I don't know, dude. Tell me. Is this a Prime Gaming? What? Oh, okay. I thought maybe this was gonna be like some sort of segue to like get people to subscribe or something, but a little disappointed, Vizzik. I don't really mind if I don't get perfect coverage with this, because I think it looks pretty good as it is. I just want to make sure that I have a little bit of a shine to it. So it's okay if we go with mostly a transparent color here. I do want to add a bit of a brown wash over top of all of this though. Including, I think, the wood as well. Some more of that Agrex. So it looks kind of nice as it is. A bit unfinished. Jeff Bezos' yacht is half wet, so use your Amazon Prime subscription to keep it afloat. There it is. Prime Gaming Bezos Bucks, everybody. Have a good one, Tomedio. Thank you, dude. Have a nice day. No, you're absolutely right. The music from Blizzard games and the cutscenes from Blizzard games have always been S tier. So much value in a game, though, to have nice cinematics. It's just very difficult to do, right? Takes a lot of people to make stuff. I feel like music is one of those things that is always carrying games, though. But very expensive, right? Like, say you're a small studio, like, how do you get people to compose music for you? Good luck. Gotta pay them.